and welcome to the viewers of this video. This is the Orange Fan here, bringing you another entry for the episode Recap and Thoughts category. This video will be dedicated to the FUNimation dub of episode 57 of Dragon Ball Super. We begin this episode where we last left off. Goku, Vegeta, and Future Trunks are all surprised to see Future Zamasu standing next to Goku Black, and Goku Black has revealed his own Super Saiyan transformation, Super Saiyan Rose. Vegeta soon passes out due to being stabbed by Goku Black's energy blade attack from the previous episode, but Future Trunks is able to determine that Vegeta is still alive, even if he is unconscious now. Future Zamasu says that he came specifically so he could see Goku, and he describes his dynamic with Goku Black as comrades on a righteous crusade. And it's pretty clear that Goku Black and Future Zamasu get along with each other very well, and they share the same view on mortals and how they both believe that eliminating mortals will create a utopia of some kind. And we see more of the two getting along with each other very well because Future Zamasu actually takes it pretty well when Goku Black attacks Goku, even though he mentions they had an agreement earlier about him, Future Zamasu, being the one to defeat Goku. And I'm paraphrasing here, but their exchange goes along the lines of, "I thought we already agreed that I would be the one to eliminate Goku. This body has a mind of its own, and what it wants is to attack Goku. Oh, that's quite all right. We'll both deal with this foolish Saiyan together." And fortunately, though, Future Trunks is there to help Goku out, so it's 2-on-2. And as the fight is going on, Future Trunks does manage to stab Future Zamasu, but he pulls the sword out of his chest without feeling any pain, and then the wound heals itself. And Future Trunks even tries to use one of Vegeta's attacks on Future Zamasu, the Final Flash. But once again, Future Zamasu doesn't seem to be in any pain whatsoever. So, yeah, because Kais, under normal circumstances, Kais can be hurt, they can be injured. It seems pretty safe to say at this point in time that Future Zamasu managed to gather a set of Dragon Balls and managed to wish for immortality. He keeps going on about how he has an invincible body and how he's taken divinity to another level. And this definitely proves to be problematic because Goku and Future Trunks are soon overwhelmed by Goku Black and Future Zamasu's very impressive teamwork. And the fact that Future Zamasu is immortal, that adds to how effective their teamwork is, because Goku Black is able to launch his own version of the Kamehameha at the two of them, and Future Zamasu manages to hold them so that they'll get hit by the attack. But Future Zamasu himself doesn't have to worry about being hurt by the attack. And before Goku Black and Future Zamasu have the chance to finish off the two, they become distracted when Vegeta attacks them, but then the Saiyan Prince soon loses consciousness yet again. But this distraction proved to be very helpful because Future Yajirobe managed to get in there, get Goku and Future Trunks, and get out of there before Goku Black and Future Zamasu realized what just happened. And they don't get the chance to finish off Vegeta either because the human resistance unleashed tear gas, which distracts Goku Black and Future Zamasu long enough so that Future Mai and the human resistance are able to get Vegeta and get out of there before the tear gas wears off. So now that all three Saiyans are safe, Future Mai meets up with Future Yajirobe so that all three Saiyans are together now. Future Mai gets the time machine ready, and she sends Goku, Vegeta, and Future Trunks back to the main timeline so that they can recover, because they're the best chance that they have against these villains. And Goku Black and Future Zamasu are too late to react when they see the time machine disappear. But Future Zamasu isn't worried. He points out that the three Saiyans will definitely be back later on, and they'll deal with them then. And yeah, he adds that in good time, they will perish at the hands of Zamasu. So we're now back in the main timeline, and we're at Capsule Corporation. The time machine has arrived, and Trunks and Bulma, present Trunks and Bulma, both see the time machine has returned, and they rush off to it in order to take care of Goku, Vegeta, and Future Trunks to make sure they're okay and help them recover in any way that they can. Now we're going to Universe 10 on the planet of the Kais there, and the present Zamasu walks into, he's offering tea to Gowasu, and when he walks into the room, he sees that Gowasu is actually watching a video on the God equivalent of YouTube, GodTube. And Gowasu even comments he's going to be a GodTuber one day. But besides that, Gowasu happens to be watching Goku and Hit's fight from the Tournament of Destroyers, which was in the previous saga, the Champa saga. And Zamasu ends up looking at the video as well. He notices that Goku is in the Super Saiyan Blue form, which he wasn't in when he had his sparring match with Zamasu earlier, a few episodes ago. And Zamasu recognizes the energy from Goku in Super Saiyan Blue form. He recognizes that energy as divine energy. And he also notices the Super Dragon Balls in the background of the video. But at first he thinks that they're some kind of planets. But Gowasu clarifies that they're really the Super Dragon Balls. And he explains a little bit about how the Super Dragon Balls are supposed to grant any wish. And he mentions the background of the Tournament of Destroyers, how Beerus and Champa put this tournament together so that the destroyer of the winning universe would get a wish on the Super Dragon Balls. And this seems to catch Zamasu's attention. So Zamasu actually heads off to Universe 7, but he doesn't... he doesn't go to Earth or anything like that. He actually goes to the planet of Zuno, the individual who's supposed to know everything. So he storms Zuno's planet, and he goes to see Zuno, and he demands that Zuno tell him everything he knows about the Super Dragon Balls, and that's how we end this episode. So there you go. This episode did continue on with the revelation from the previous episode. Goku Black has his own Super Saiyan transformation, Super Saiyan Rose, and he seems to be working with Zamasu. To be more specific, a future Zamasu, because we do see that there's the present Zamasu. We do see him at the end of the episode, and actually, while I'm on that, I do have to give a lot of credit to James Marsters, aka David Gray, aka Sam Magisters. When I was watching the episode and listening to the episode, I did notice that he was able to distinguish the present Zamasu with the future Zamasu. There was a difference in their voices, so good job to James Marsters for distinguishing present Zamasu and future Zamasu. And while I'm on the topic of the voices, with Goku Black, Yes, the accent was much more pronounced or much more noticeable compared to the previous episode. I did note in the previous episode, I could hear the accent, but it was on the subtle side, or like very subtle. You kind of had to really listen for it. But this time, like, I caught it much more easily. Like, I noticed, oh, the accent's more pronounced this time around. So I'm thinking that this is going along with the Twitter post that Sean Schimmel had made. He mentioned in a Twitter post that he mentioned in a Twitter post that Goku Black's voice would be gradually changing over the course of the episodes. And it does seem to be the case. And now, is Goku Black still going to have... is this accent going to be pronounced on Goku Black when he's back in his normal form? I'm not entirely sure. We're just going to have to be patient and see what happens in future episodes. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. It's only fair to see how things unfold. And even with the accent being more pronounced, I noticed when I was looking at other people's thoughts about the episode, some people actually said that they noticed there were certain scenes where they couldn't, like, if they weren't paying attention too well, they wouldn't have realized that some of Goku Black's lines and Future Zamasu's lines, like, they were like, if they didn't pay too much attention, they would have thought the other was saying it, or they didn't know who was saying which lines between Goku Black and Future Zamasu. And that definitely seems to be that the intent of the Funimation cast and the Funimation voice director, Chris Sabat. It seems like their intention was met when that's the case, because Sean Schimmel did mention that the accent was meant to emulate Zamasu's speech patterns, and he did mention that the hope was for to make it feel like Goku Black and Future Zamasu were like the same person, or like the same soul in two different bodies. And if you know what happens later on in the saga, then you know what he's referring to exactly. But for those of you who are going in blind without any knowledge, there is a reason for that, and we'll bring that up once that revelation happens in the Funimation dub. Because, like I said, some of my relatives that are watching this without any knowledge of what's to happen in the future, they're definitely more confused about who exactly or what exactly Goku Black is, because they see Goku Black and Future Zamasu standing next to each other, and yet Goku Black shares a lot of similarities with Zamasu, or Future Zamasu in particular. Like I said, the speech patterns are similar. They have the energy blade attack, and they both share the same desire about getting rid of mortals and wanting to bring about a paradise or a utopia. So it definitely adds to that mystery about Goku Black and his connection to Zamasu for those who don't know about the spoilers. So yeah, that helps to add to that mystery for those dub-only viewers. And yeah, it definitely sounds like for a lot of... And I do think that, yeah, the accent's probably going to become more pronounced over time, but we'll see how that unfolds in the future. And otherwise, Future Zamasu, that's right, he's revealed to be immortal in this episode. And that makes him the first, or yeah, a lot of fans point out he's the first canon villain that's actually immortal, because the only other time we had an immortal villain was Garlic Jr., who only appeared in the first Dragon Ball Z movie, Dead Zone, and the Garlic Jr. filler saga from the anime, so he would be considered a non-canon character. So, again, if you go by the definition of canon being the main continuity and non-canon being the stories that can't fit into that main continuity for one reason or another. So that kind of adds to how a lot of people have commented that Dragon Ball Super seems to reference a lot of the non-canon material. And you'll see more of that in the future, but in this case, if you go under the idea that Goku Black might be a nod to Turles, the villain from Tree of Might, one could make that same argument, or a similar argument. One could argue that Future Zamasu might be a nod to Garlic Jr., like not just being an immortal villain, but also Garlic Jr. wanted to overthrow Kami as the Guardian of Earth, and Guardians are the planet level gods. Guardian is the dub term for the planet level gods. So, and then you have a Kai, or a Kai training to become a Supreme Kai, another type of god, and he's an immortal villain too. So, yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that connection. That maybe Future Zamasu is a nod to Garlic Jr. So yeah, that's a pretty an interesting touch. And I know people who don't know the spoilers, who don't know what's gonna happen, they're definitely questioning, how do you get rid of an immortal villain? And we'll talk about that as the Funimation dub gets closer, airs more episodes. I don't want to give it away for people who are only watching the dub. And the ending with present Zamasu seeing the Super Dragon Balls, and he knows about Goku holding back against him, because Goku only went Super Saiyan 2 against Zamasu in their sparring match, but now he knows he has Super Saiyan Blue, which includes Divine Energy. Yeah, present Zamasu is continuing his descent to darkness, and he's going to Zuno for answers. And yeah, so that definitely keeps the dub-only viewers on their toes for what's going to happen next. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of how Funimation will be dubbing this saga. But for now, there we go. As of this video, we've now discussed the Funimation dub of episode 57 of Dragon